For the last hacker replay of the season. This will come out on YouTube after the new season has already started. But what's interesting is we have 2 reports that apparently have new cheats. They might be available next season. We don't know for sure. In this match, we have Mav1945, who's accusing It's Mohammed and Wise Hero of either cheating or exploiting. I assume this will be very similar to the old cheat that you guys might remember where people were able to use like deployable shields to get inside of walls. So I believe they do the same thing but with claymores in this one. Because he said in round 1 they used claymores to get inside of boxes. We'll watch and see. Place recruit, cheating suspect. A lot of cheaters do go recruit because he can just bring anything they need. Okay, so... Oh. He's using the claymore. He's trying to get in. And they're clearly together because they're working on this at the same time. Is he also cheating on top of that? Yes, he's also cheating on top of that. So he's already walling and stuff. I can't tell what he's trying to do. Oh. What are they doing? Is this the recruit? He's in there now? Doesn't look like he's in there. No. So they're definitely using some type of like leg switch plus putting down a gadget to try to get inside of the box. This is exactly what they did before when they had the deployable shields. People would put down a shield, warp through the wall, and kill people. My guess is that once he gets inside this box, he'll be able to go into the floor or the ceiling for the floor below and kill everyone in sight. That's my guess. Oh. Oh, he almost did it there. So he put down the claymore. They're just spending the whole round doing this. Oh, recruit got in. And now he got kicked out. Okay, they didn't actually manage to do it this round. But I'm going to assume they're going to do it next round. It amazes me that people can extract fun by cheating. There's no fun in always winning / getting kills. It's literally the biggest waste of time on the planet. You forget that a lot of the people who do shit like this, the fun they have is ruining other people's days. They're not actually enjoying the win and enjoying running around killing everyone instantly. They're just like, oh, people are pissed at me. I'm happy. Yeah, this guy's got like full aimbot as well. Because as soon as he aims on sight, it just locks onto their head. And then I assume Wise Hero also has the same cheat. Doesn't look like he has aimbot, but he definitely has walls. I just want to see him do the thing so I can see what the benefit of it is, because they keep trying to get inside walls or like inside boxes but on a different floor. It's like, how does this benefit them? If sight is top floor, what does being inside this box do for the recruit? Is that it? This is literally all he's going to do? They're just going to stay inside this little cabinet? What is the point of this? They can't even, like... go through the walls or go through the floor. They're just stuck inside these boxes. I'm probably not stuck. I'm sure they could get out if they wanted to. But like, Cringe in chat is right. Like, to do all of this just to get banned is just so mind-bogglingly dumb. Like, what is the point? Looks like they're testing to see how to do it at this point, I guess. But like, I don't know. You're right, because like there is no other answer. Like, why else would you just sit here on drone and do nothing and not gain any advantage from this? While it looks like they're also just fully stuck in here. To see if they can do it on defense. I don't know if I agree with that, because they're using claymores. So how are they going to do this on defense if they don't have the tool they need? That's why I'm like, okay, you're on attack. You're using a claymore, which is an attack-only gadget, to get into a cabinet across the map from everyone else and not do anything. Oh. I guess we'll see what they do on defense. Maybe they'll use deployable shields, just like before. But yeah, he's not going to do anything with this. And then Mirror gets the kill. He just sits in the box. Maybe for post-plant. But they don't get anything from doing that. It keeps taking them like 2 minutes to get in there. So they're getting in there. And even like, let's say Site is in kitchen. They get in there. They plant. Are they going to spend 2 minutes that they don't have to try to get inside of a cabinet that they can't do anything from? They can't even get kills from there because it looked like they were just stuck inside and it's blocking all of their bullets. Also, they have gone, looks like just full kill mode instead of trying to get inside. He doesn't have claymores, by the way, so he can't even do this same cheat. I think it's a cheat. I don't think it's an exploit. I think it's a cheat. Yikes. Aimbot, walls, still dies to that. Let's see what they do on defense. Are they... I can't tell if they're trying to get inside of this on defense, or I just don't get why. What the point is. What are they trying to do? What purpose are they trying to fulfill by doing this? Like, they're not even playing the game? I don't know. The issue is I'm trying to make sense of cheaters. Which, cheaters don't make sense. I'm like, if they have aimbot, like, he has full-blown aimbot. He can aim at anyone he wants, whenever he wants, and still lose the gunfight. But if you have these cheats, I feel like at this point you just want to win, right? So, like, I don't understand the point of what they're trying to do of, like, messing around when they could just win. And it's not like he's hiding his cheats either. He's being full blatant, so he's going to get banned soon anyways. Hopefully. So at this point, my guess is it just feels like he's just trying to waste everyone's time because he doesn't care and he wants everyone to just be annoyed with him. That's my guess. I can't tell if he's pretending to look like a bot or if he actually is a bot. So they also take this to round 9. Again, full blame cheats, and they are wasting like 40 minutes of time from everyone to just walk around and sit in corners when they could just end it within 10 seconds. They don't even end up getting the most kills. 6 and 6 and 5 and 4 while aimbotting and walling. Here he gets kills because it looks like he just goes full rage. Not gonna let them lose. Yeah. So he stopped trying to mess around, but like, again, if you're gonna do this, this is probably like the most detectable thing that he has done. Just killing absolutely everyone within like 20 seconds. That's gonna get caught by the system eventually if he keeps doing that, right? So like, if you're going to do that already, like, the system's gonna find you. It doesn't matter if it's 9 rounds. It doesn't matter if it's 4 rounds. It's gonna find you. So why waste all that time? I mean, again, I shouldn't be surprised because, like, cheaters, they don't have anything else to do. They don't have any purpose. They're just gonna run around and be blatant. He's stuck in silver, by the way. This blatant cheater. He has not been banned yet. This match was from... Actually, this match was from a week ago. How has he not been banned? Oh. That's interesting. Doesn't look like he was actually queued with the person. Okay, he played on Cafe before this. He played with him again, like in that match beforehand. And he played with him again. Okay, so he has played with him a bunch. He is queued with the Wise Hero guy. That is a cheat. Obviously, they're cheating with multiple things, but I truly don't understand the point of it all. They just wasted so much time to do literally nothing.
And before we get into the second match of Hacker Replay, a quick word from our sponsor, War Thunder. Which, in case you didn't know, War Thunder is the most comprehensive vehicle combat game ever made. War Thunder isn't your typical vehicle game where it's just a giant hitbox. Every vehicle has different components that can all take damage, get disabled, and have different armors and vulnerabilities. Similar to Siege's limb damage, but on steroids. And this system is implemented on every one of their 2,500 plus vehicles. The tanks, planes, helicopters, and boats are all this detailed. Join the community of over 95 million players today by clicking the links below. New and returning players that haven't played for at least 6 months on PC and console will receive this massive bonus pack, which includes multiple premium vehicles, 100,000 silver lions, 7 days of premium account, and more. This bonus is only available for a limited time. Get the game for free today on PC, PlayStation, Xbox, and mobile.
We have another match we're going to watch, which apparently also has new cheats, but I have a theory that it's not new cheats, it's actually the person does not know what they are talking about. In this match on Skyscraper, we have the Hefty One, who's accusing Cardi Solos and MM Defeater. So here's why I think they don't know what they're talking about, and we'll find out as we watch. Hefty One in the text document says, I believe that Defeater can turn invisible with Vigil's ability, and I believe Cardi is walling. So he said he can turn invisible with his ability. Chat, what are the odds that he does not know what Vigil's ability does? Let's watch the drone phase. If he looks at Vigil and Vigil turns invisible and he looks confused, I'll be a little disappointed. What rank is this? I think this was an unranked game. It's important to remember that people of all shapes and sizes play Siege. Some people are really good. Some people are really bad. Some people don't know what abilities do what. And it happens in every game. It's not just Siege. I've mentioned this story before. When I used to play Apex a lot with Cross and Priest, I never heard of someone cheating in Apex when I played until Cross said he came across a cheater. And he showed me the clip. And then I was like, but that's his ability. And he's like, what are you talking about? He's like, he's spamming his ability. He can't do that. I'm like, yeah, he can if he does this. And he didn't even know. So, like, even though he played the game a lot, he didn't know an ability worked a certain way. And he thought they were cheating because of it. I think that's the same case here. I think he doesn't know how Vigil works. And he's reporting him because of that. What ability? Cross said that the enemy Bloodhound shouldn't be able to spam their scans. And then I think when I looked it up, I was like, oh, but if you're in your ult, you can spam them. And it was like if you get a kill, it refreshes the cooldown or something. So I was like, it's not impossible for someone to be killing people and then just spamming cooldown. I should watch this kill because he said this guy he thinks is walling. I think I agree. I definitely agree. This guy definitely is walling. But I think the mute accusation might be a little wrong. Because, yeah, Vigil does not look like he's doing anything crazy. He doesn't even look like he knows what he's doing. He's just walking around aiming at everything. We'll maybe skip to the last round as well to just see how many kills this guy gets. Yeah, he's definitely walling. What I'll look up first is, what level is the hefty one? That he wouldn't know that Vigil can turn invisible. He has 300 matches. That should put him at around level 100. But he only has a 0.6 KD and a 0.5 KD in quick match and a 0.4 KD in the arcade mode. So he is not the greatest. But hey, people learn the game at different paces, right? He was playing Vigil in round 3, and he plays Vigil in round 2. I'm just going to watch the drone phase and see if that's what causes him to report. I want to see Vigil like go invisible in front of him, and then he's like, "What the hell? What is that?" Okay, it's not there. Let's see if it's round 3. Although he does give me the ability to claim that cheaters can now go invisible. He didn't. I mean, he got shot immediately after, but like in none of those rounds did it look like he saw Vigil go invisible and be like, "Wait, what?" And then it's over. They also team killed. What the hell? What? Okay, hold on. Okay, Viper kills Defeater. Fighting Irish kills Viper, which then activates friendly fire for the squad. Okay, so interesting development. Vigil is queued with the cheater. Fighting Irish, Cardi Souls, and Defeater are all queued together. They're a 3-stack. And Cardi Solos is cheating. We know that. So let me look up Defeater. If he's banned, then maybe there's something else we need to look at. Nope. Copper. Hard stuck Copper. 20 matches in and still in Copper. That's tough. He played with him for 15 matches with a 2.4 KD. Only played 29 matches. Hasn't played in a week. Could be banned and we wouldn't know. The ban won't pop up until he logs back in. So he may not be cheating because obviously turning invisible is not really a thing. I guess we could watch round 2 because maybe he like, oh, maybe he actually does have a cheat and he turns invisible and he just like walks next to people and they have no idea. I don't know. We'll watch just in case. This is very clearly a new lobby because it's all like coppers and low ranks, and I think he just doesn't know that Vigil's ability turns him invisible on cameras. That's my guess. This is also one of those cases where, so we've talked about the ban by association, where if you play with a cheater for over 25 matches, that was like the leaked thing that you would get banned. Which, by the way, the leaker said that that came out already, like it has already been in the game, and it's not, because still no one's getting banned, still nothing's happening, so it's clearly not in the game. But anyways, so this is where it gets a bit iffy, because this guy clearly is a new player. He's not very familiar with the game. He's only played, or he's stuck in Copper. So should we expect him to know when his teammates are cheating? Like, maybe he actually doesn't know that Cardi Solos is a cheater. Maybe he just thinks that they're really good at the game. Never looks at anything, never questions anything. Should he still be banned? In my opinion, yes, because how else are you going to learn? If you just play with whoever is, like, killing a lot of people and never question anything, you know, you're part of the problem. Nothing like looked like he was invisible, so I think the guy just doesn't know how Vigil works. But so he does not turn invisible. He's still queued with a cheater and contributing to the cheating problem, but he is not turning invisible. Next match we're gonna watch is on Night Haven Labs. The rest of the matches should be normal, no new cheats. Again, I tried as hard as I could to find matches where it's not blatantly obvious that someone's cheating. That being said, there weren't many. So it wouldn't surprise me if these are also blatant and it's just going to be like, you know, round 4 they toggle on. In this match, though, we have Militant Gandhi, who clearly plays a lot of Civ, who's accusing East Comp. I encountered this one cheater floor banging console and their team denying the hardest. People will always deny. Cheaters are always the funny ones, because they're like, what do you mean? I'm clearly killing you because of skill, and they're just trying to rage bait people. Guys, I think it might be obvious. He's not droning anything. He also... I could be reading into this. He just sits here, and then he looks at each of the people through the wall. I'll go in slow motion so you can see. So he's just standing here, slack-jawed staring. He looks right at that person, looks right at the person over there, and then walks in. We'll see. Could be overanalyzing. He's also aiming way too high. That seemed more reactionary. But I will say, does it not feel like his movement feels very like clunky and slow? But then as soon as he kills someone, he like flicks right on them and has perfect recoil control. So like here he walks in, and again, he looks like he's kind of clunky. He's not really sure where to position or where to lean. And then as soon as he sees Legion, he just flicks, destroys them. There is the possibility that it is a controller player, only because the recoil is so low. But for someone who seems like they don't know what they're doing, he's just frying kids as soon as he sees them. I don't know. He's not looking at the close corners. He's looking to work out who's a threat. I agree. The issue, since he's not tracing anyone or being incredibly blatant, we're going to have to watch a bit more to make sure. I'm also going to pay attention because it does feel like he's on controller. Based off how clunky everything feels. No droning again. Just kidding, now he's droning. So, we don't have to investigate anymore. He clearly is walling, since he sent his drone in, staring at her, and then pinged her before he even saw her. I knew I wasn't crazy. Because the one thing I'll say with Hacker Replay that's been great is like, after so many years of Hacker Replay, it's been 4 or 5 years now, by the way. There are like certain small things that I feel like you just easily notice now. And it's like the way he was moving and the way his aim worked, like it didn't feel like that was lining up. And then the way he keeps moving here, it feels like he knows exactly where everyone's going to be at any given time. Obviously, we know he's walling, but I'm explaining. Like, this is... the movement just doesn't make sense. What's funny is this type of cheating used to be very easy to get away with, because back in the day, Zilchi just kind of reminded me with what he said, is that people would always be like, I had a drone on you. That's how I knew where you were. Or they'd be like, I'm Pulse, I'm Valkyrie, I had a camera watching you and we pinged you. So then people would always be like, well, I can't report them because what if they did have a camera on me? But now with match replay, you can tell how bullshit that is, because you can see what they're doing and why they're doing it. And like here, he doesn't know the map layout. He's aiming here, thinking Smoke can walk in over here, and then he aims in this room, again, thinking he can walk through there, but the only option Smoke has is to walk in front of this door. But Buck doesn't realize that. So yeah, it's stuff like that that... kind of thankful we have match replay now, even if it is pretty buggy and bad at times. Again, stuff like this people used to get away with. People used to think people like this were just really good competitive players, but no, they're cheaters. He's in bronze. Oh, 7 matches. He was a hard stuck bronze and copper before. That makes sense why he seems so iffy on how to move. He is obviously cheating. He has not played too much though. He's only played the last 2 days. And yeah, cheating. Nothing more to see there. Still in beta, by the way. Yeah, replay system has been out for 5 years. Still in beta. Don't think it's going to leave beta anytime soon. We also might be going through hacker replay very fast today, but we'll see how this match is. In this match, we have Awokla, who I assume is paired with Aokawa, who is accusing Kame 7 inches soft. Let's see if they're cheating. Ranked was in beta for like 5 years too, wasn't it? Kind of. I mean, it did have a full release, and then they reverted it to beta because they said it wasn't good enough. I almost said this guy wasn't cheating off the bat, but after seeing that peek, he definitely is, right? Because here, he breaks it, and it looks like he has a reaction. He's like, oh shit, I see him. But then here, he lines him up perfectly. And even though he keeps hitting the car and the door, he keeps... yeah, no, he's cheating. I'm telling you guys, I'm genuinely trying to find matches that are just like, you know, suspicious and not blatant, but I can't. Like, people accuse a lot of people, but they're, even if I'm thoroughly investigating and trying to find just a suspicious match, they're always blatantly cheating. That's the state of R6. It is. It feels like there are no more subtle cheaters or, you know, trying to figure out if they actually are cheating. They are always blatant. They always line everyone up. They pre-fire. They do that where they don't know the map layout. Actually, he has, what's it called? Is it soft aim? So the system, the way he's looking at it, is just like a bunch of red boxes. When this person walks by, the system just says box moved in front of your crosshair. Move your aim with the box. So his aim is being dragged along where they are. It happens there when I think that's Hibana, or maybe that's Zofia walks across. And then when this person walks back across, the Zofia, it pulls back again, and he has to like force it to not. So that way, that's this type of cheat that people run so that they don't look too suspicious. If you're in a gunfight, it'll naturally pull towards the person, so they don't even have to think about controlling recoil. The gun will, or the cheat will just do that for them. It'll aim towards them. They just shoot. It's something people do to try to be more subtle and to not get banned as quickly, but obviously with how obvious he's being, I think he should be banned pretty soon. But we also had someone who was blatantly cheating for a week and still not banned. God, players get that for free. True. It is basically the equivalent of aim assist from console for a lot of other games. Call of Duty, Battlefield, Halo. Halo had really, really bad. What's it called? Aim assist. Literally just did everything for you. I don't know what he's trying to do with the Azami. Because, like, that is a terrible Azami for him. It actually is worse for him than it is for them. Actually, I guess if they walk in there, it's better for him. But when he was playing aggressive before, I was like, if he walks out there, they can see his legs and he can't see them. I guess it's better for passive. Let's see if he's banned. Okay, he is also not banned. He is currently in gold 5. He has a 9 KD in quick match, which I have to assume is just one match. It's actually 3 matches where he went 27-3, so 9-1 every single time. He's playing with a bunch of James people, which I assume means he's boosting them. If we look at Steven James, yeah, he was hard stuck. Actually, not really. He was in Emerald for a while, and now he's just playing with a cheater. But this guy is not banned. So far, I think that's 4 blatant cheaters, not a single one of them banned, right? Now, the only defense we can give Ubisoft here is that it is the end of the season. So a lot of times, Ubisoft won't ban all these blatant cheaters until the season ends to screw them over and make it take longer for them to get back into the game. Because if they ban the cheater right now, 2 days before the new season comes out, the cheater has time to level up a new account or buy a new account and get it ready to cheat in the new season. If they ban them when the new season drops, that's better because they're down for longer. Now, whether Ubisoft actually bans them or not, we'll see. But they've done that in the past. It's usually like the day of the new season or the day before new season, they just go through a huge ban wave. But I want my elo back. Yeah, you ain't getting that elo back. Alright, next match is Coastline. Please be just slightly suspicious and not be blatant. Please. In this match, we have Pottyman83, who's accusing Heart Latinas. Chat, who else hearts Latinas? Why you guys are all here. My Latino flair brings you all to my stream. Also, this guy's definitely cheating. He has extended barrel. Oh my god. Well, didn't even let me finish my thought. I was going to say he has extended barrel with an ACOG on Ash. And he's just running in and just already walling and tracking people. The cheaters don't even give me time to explain why they're cheating or how they're cheating before they show it. Which, again, just shows the confidence they have that they can just do whatever they want and they don't have to worry about getting caught or in trouble. I thought this was going to be a slightly subtle match, too. If he loses this, I swear to God. How do you lose that? You are tracking him the entire time, and you lose that. Okay. He's trying to scare the castle. He tries to pre-fire him. Dies. Okay. There could be a reason he has cheats, and it could be because he's fucking trash. This match goes to 8 rounds. How does it go to 8 rounds? He was blatantly cheating from the very beginning. Looney Tunes as I'll get you this time. Surely this push will work. Uh-oh. He wins, or they win on time. Because Ram kills 3 of them, but doesn't actually win the round. Let's find out, chat. Is he banned? Surely. Nope. He has a 2.8 KD. Okay, so I'll explain something that I talked about with Ubisoft. I can't remember. I think it was in Munich. Or no, maybe it was while I was in Montreal. Because I have asked questions about this, and I've never gotten a straight answer. And I'm not, like, revealing anything, because, again, Ubisoft did not really give me a straight answer. What I want to know is, how are stat bans working, and are they even working? Because I know that content creators get banned. When they make a Smurf account, they get like a 3 KD and then they get banned. But then we have cheaters like this who are very blatant with a almost 3 KD in ranked. They went up from bronze to platinum. There's enough stats there to show that they had an uncharacteristic meteoric rise and they're not getting banned. But then how do content creators get banned so easily? I don't get it. What is going on? Because I know Ubisoft in general has said in the past that they're like, well, you know, stat bans are never good, so we try to like make them have very high standards to confirm a stat ban. But like, is that not high enough? And to really drive the point home, I think it was right before Munich, the hacker replay we had there, someone had like a 20-something KD, didn't they? It was like one of the matches, I swear I looked at, they had an insanely high KD. It's like, how does the system not flag that? How are they not getting banned for that? Now, there is the possibility that they get banned, but because they don't log back in, we don't see it. No, he literally played 10 minutes ago. He has not been banned. He has a 100% headshot rating in the last 3 games with a combined total of 41 kills, all headshots. If this, okay, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 93. He has, that would be 1 kill is not a headshot. So he has 20, 34, 45, 58, and 75 kills minus 1. 74 kills, all headshots. And the stat bans don't flag that? Like, what does it take to get stat banned? And why do content creators keep getting stat banned, but someone like this with 74 headshots in a row does not get stat banned? I want to know. I need to know. Because it's pissing me off that we still don't understand how that works. And I know Ubisoft will never tell us because they don't want to release information that cheaters can then use. Because if they've told me themselves, and they've mentioned it before, they're like, if we ever give out information of like, this will get you banned, cheaters will just stop doing that. And that makes sense. But how do we still not know where the line is? And how do content creators constantly pass that line, but cheaters don't? It doesn't make sense. The limit is 75. Oh my god, chat, we figured it out. 75 headshots. He's 1 under. I genuinely don't know what to make of it. Yeah, I don't know. It is rough. I say this every single time. Literally every hacker replay I do. It's just like, yeah, it's rough. This is the state of siege, blah, blah, blah. But like, there's so many small things that I feel like could be done, and just nothing gets done. I don't know. And I know Ubisoft has said, or like people at Ubisoft have said, they're overworked. Not like there's just not enough people to get everything done. And I get that. But how has so much fallen apart when it's the same dev team, same size? We're getting less content now than ever, even though it's the same amount of devs, and then anti-cheat is just falling apart. Like, it doesn't make sense to me. I don't get it. Anyways, last match of the day. We have Nimrod, who's accusing XQ Baz. Unfortunately, I think this will also be a very blatant match. Hopefully, with the new season coming out on Tuesday, you guys will have a lot of ranked matches where you're just going to be like, this person was a little bit suspicious. I'm going to report them. Please submit those to Hacker Replay for the new season. Because this really sucks when every single match is super blatant. I know that's just the state of cheating. I know every cheater just plays super blatantly now. But if you have just a match where you're like, I think they were cheating, but I don't know for sure, please report them in the new season. I unfortunately also think that this guy's also blatantly cheating, but I'll watch more. He ran into the building without droning a single thing, and he constantly is moving as if he knows where people are. But he also looked kind of dumb because he was trying to aim at a camera that didn't exist before. We'll watch more. At the very least, I think this is the first match we've had where I had to watch more than one round to know for sure if he's cheating. That's something. I'm gonna report myself. Please don't do that. Okay, the accused player left. Does he come back? He is not back in this round. Okay, does he come back in round 4? He does come back in round 4. Alright, let's see what he does. Actually, I think I'm remembering what the text document said. I'm pretty sure he said that when he reconnected, he accused the submitter, Nimrod, of cheating. Nimrod is also 10-1. I just realized. Holy shit. You got 1 ace and then 1 4K. And then 1 round. Or, I guess it could have been 4K one round and then 2 3Ks. Yeah, I do remember the text document said something about him accusing the submitter of cheating. Damn. Okay. Let me see how this guy's getting his kills. Well, they're just kind of standing out in the open, spawn peeking. Okay, he is now... Oh, I would say AFK, but he's moving now. Oh, he's going to the same spawn peak that his teammate did. But it looks like he's eyeing up... Who is that? Oh, that was Iana. He has full toggled. I think he was already cheating before, but he just kept dying. Now he's going like full aimbot, walls, everything. I know we say it a lot, but it does make me sad to see Siege have so many cheaters, and then I play other games like Battlefield, and I never face any cheaters. People claim there's a lot of cheaters in Battlefield. Again, I have not faced a single one. And I get that it's a brand new game that's gonna have a better anti-cheat than Siege. But like, can nothing be done? Are we just stuck in this perpetual cycle of complaining about cheaters? Ubisoft claims cheaters are going to be fixed and then nothing happens. It sure feels like it. XQBaz. Let's see if he's banned. Not a single person has been banned today, by the way. He is not banned. He lost the last 4 matches he played. Kind of surprising. And he wins a lot of matches that he goes negative in. Does he lose this match too? No, he wins. Yeah, he goes 16-2 with a 93% headshot. Not banned, so that's fun. Imagine if in the 3 years we got nothing content-wise because we were working on CJX, they were actually fucking working on CJX, making a new engine to run on an anti-cheat that hasn't been dog shit for over a decade. I mean, I think that's what everyone wanted. Now, I'm not going to blame creators or anything. It's obviously up to Ubisoft to make these decisions, and we are just going to be given what they hand out. But it does upset me because there's a big issue right now with how feedback loops work with Ubisoft internally. And I've talked about this a bunch before. This is nothing new. Ubisoft comes up with these decisions for whatever reason. They're like, we want CJX, whole new branding, you know, Dual Front's going to be the flagship, blah, blah. And then when they eventually come to the content creators to ask what we think, or even the pros, most of the time people are like, I love it, it's great. And then as soon as Ubisoft leaves, we all talk in our private creator circles and they're like, man, this is fucking dog shit. Like at the CJX road map or road show, whatever that we did, I distinctly remember that every creator talking about this after was like, man, this is awful. Like, this is all they've been working on, and we're like, this is all we're gonna get for CJX. Like, this is nothing. And a lot of people, even back then, were like, we're probably gonna have to move to a different game. And I was like, you know, hopefully they'll bring more to it. But yeah, everyone was like, this is horrible. But then when Ubisoft asked about it, everyone's like, it's great, I love it. And then it just creates like an endless feedback loop of people saying like, you're making the right decisions, but clearly not. Like, what they should have been doing this entire time was making a Siege 2. And I wish creators had been more vocal about how bad CJX would have been and how little they were actually doing. But also, we only heard about it when it was coming out in like 9 months. So we were added way too late to the equation. We had no way to actually give meaningful input that would change that. But the issue is that when creators say, I love it, this is great, blah, blah, Ubisoft's like, we should keep doing this. And then that just reinforces terrible decision making. And I kind of get it too, because I think I even was slightly responsible. I think I gave slightly positive feedback when it came to the CJX Road show, but we are also in like a very terrible position with Ubisoft where creators are too afraid to ever say anything negative, because as soon as you say something negative, Ubisoft used to, I don't know if they still would now, they'll generally blacklist you. So if we go to the roadshow and we say, we hate this is awful, the devs will usually be like, fuck that creator. Like, we worked on this for years and you hate it, hit the road, Jack. And then we don't get invited back. So it's created another system where creators will just always say positive things, even if they don't like what they're being shown. And then the devs get this like bubble around them where they're like, okay, we only want positive feedback. And if you give negative feedback, we just kick you out. And then that just makes worse and worse decisions. A little bit of a rant there, just because I am pissed that they spent all this time and all this money and all these years working on Siege X instead of just Siege 2. Siege 2 would have been way better. I would have rather had the game be dead for 2 years and then for them to release Siege 2 than what they did with Siege X. Because Siege X has done nothing. Siege X was a flop. Dual Front was a massive flop. And I know the main demographic they were targeting with Siege X and Dual Front was new players and players who left. They were like, those are the most important categories for us. Because that's all they cared about. That's what they put all of their resources into. And then barely anyone came back. People were hyped for it. And then they realized it was nothing. And then they left. So instead of focusing on the like core players who make the game what it is and keep the game alive, they're like, let's bring the other people who left back. And let's bring in the people who don't care about us in. It's not going to work. Never works. Siege content creator says Siege should have died. I mean, I stand by that. I would have much rather them killed Siege for 2 years to work on Siege 2 than what they did. And I know a lot of people will always say, like, a lot of people hate when content creators give feedback like this because they're like, well, all you care about is your business. All you care about is your views. Of course you want a Siege 2 because it's better for views. Like, yeah. Who would have thought that content creators want views? And you know what's good? When you get views in Siege, it means the community is alive, and it means that people want to play the game. We want views because it keeps the game alive. If we didn't want views, that means we don't care about the game, and we'd rather it just die. But we want the game to thrive. We are on the same side. But people just see content creators complaining or whatever, and they're like, no, you hate the game. It's like, no, if we hated the game, like, we would just want the game to die and leave. But we want the game to thrive. All right, enough ranting. That's it for Hacker Replay today. Last Hacker Replay of the season. Again, if you get a slightly suspicious match but not blatant match in the new season, please send it to me. I'll still also take blatant matches because I'm sure I'll probably make a video where, like, you know, day 1 cheats are already out, blah, blah. But I will go through all the new season submissions next Sunday. And then we'll keep Hacker Replay going.
Thanks again to War Thunder for sponsoring this video. Don't forget to play it for free on PC, PlayStation, Xbox, or mobile just by using the links down below in the description and pinned comment. And don't forget that new and returning players on PC and console get this massive bonus pack consisting of 100,000 Silver Lions, 7 days of premium account, and more. It's only available for a limited time, so claim it before you forget. Thanks again for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.